Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Patke and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to take a look at the Australian squad which has been announced by Cricket Australia Chief Selector George Bailey, and it is promising to be quite a marquee series. As we know that the importance of this series is very much to both the teams, because both the teams have to figure out the combination of their respective sides going into the World Cup. Andrew McDonald, the coach, has respected the decision of the current captain Pat Cummins, I beg your pardon, that he is going to stay with his family, with his grieving family, to deal with the untimely demise of his mother, which is completely understandable. Andrew McDonald said that our thoughts are with Pat and his family as they go through the grieving process, and it is quite understandable. As I said in my previous video as well, that Steve Smith has the experience of captaining Australia 51 times in the ODI format. Unfortunately, after Sandpaper Gate, he was relinquished of his captaincy. But anyways, that is not the matter of concern right now. We will take a look at the Australian squad which the selectors have announced. David Warner has returned to India. Unfortunately, he got a concussion after a bouncer from Mohammad Siraj, and he also suffered from the elbow injury. He wasn't at his usual self in the first two test matches against India. He went through Australia after that. Travis Head is going to open in all likelihood with David Warner. The inclusion of David Warner in the playing 11 is subject to his elbow is continuously being reassessed, and a final call on his inclusion will be taken on the eve of the toss. Steve Smith is going to be the captain of the Australian team, the stand-in captain in place of Pat Cummins. Marnus Labuschagne, Mitchell Marsh is also in line to return from ankle injury, and he has told the media that he is one of the best when he's in full flow, that he is one of the best in white ball cricket, and I certainly believe that hopefully he has a good series which will be a confidence booster for him. Marcus Stoinis is also there. Alex Carey is going to be the wicket keeper. Glenn Maxwell also returns from a lengthy injury layoff. He actually missed the Big Bash League whole season. He was commentating for a few matches. After that, he went to rehabilitation, and now he is completely fit and fine. Cameron Green, who has impressed one and all since last year with his T20 international debut series against India in India, one of the marquee selection choices in the IPL as well. So he is going to continue his good run, hopefully, from an Australian perspective. I am talking. Josh English is going to be the backup wicketkeeper for Alex Carey. Sean Abbott has been selected. He has wonderful variation, especially towards the dead slower bouncer cutters. Ashton Agar, who was controversially left out of the squad, but he redeemed himself by taking a 6 first in the domestic ODI Cup final for Western Australia against Queensland. So he will be eager to prove his naysayer strong. Although he harbors no ill will, I think the way he was treated and asked to leave certainly did not sit well in many quarters. Mitchell Starc is going to be playing in the ODI series as well. Unfortunately, Josh Hazelwood missed out on the Test series. He won't be unfortunately be part of the ODI side as well, because he has not completely recovered from his back injury. Nathan Ellis, who has impressed one and all in the Big Bash League with his exploit once again, he has n number of variations, and he can tactically deceive batsmen with the slower one, with off cutters, with leg cutters as well. He has a brilliant Yorker as well. And Adam Zampa has been selected. The miscommunication, unfortunately, that Cricket Australia and selectors did with, first of all, Ashton Agar, as I had mentioned a few seconds ago, and Adam Zampa. They actually told Adam Zampa to be ready for test matches a month prior to the test series, the beginning of the test series, but unfortunately pulled the trigger on their selection in the last moment. Adam Zampa was visibly disappointed, but he didn't express his feelings out openly in the media. But yes, he was very gutted according to sources, and he will be able to, and he has something to prove, as we know that he has got Virat Kohli out numerous times in the ODI format, one of the very few spinners in the world that can claim to that. So his class is undoubted. He has performed wonderfully in the International League T20 as well, despite the fact of playing just 4 matches. So in all likelihood, he will be Australia's trump card in this 3-match ODI series, and a lot of eyes will be on him because having to deal with the heartache of missing out on a marquee test series in India for an Australian cricketer is, I think, on par with the Ashes. Or in some quarters, many people in Australia now believe that India versus Australia series is bigger than the Ashes. That is the Border Gavaskar Trophy. So having to miss out such series is going to suck. But he has to prove his naysayers wrong. And yeah, all the best to Adam Zampa as well, and his duel with Virat Kohli will be an interesting one to watch out for. So, all in all, I hope that it is an exciting series and all three matches go to the wire. I think India is going to win this series by a margin of 2-1, but we can never underestimate Australia, especially in the white ball format. So, how did you like my analysis of the Australia squad? Please tell in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, everyone, bye. And I'm requesting once again to you all, everyone, please subscribe.